Gray fire containment level is the third highest level of fire containment that firefighting teams can achieve. It typically requires numerous fire suppression strategies to effectively contain and control the fire. The primary goal of a gray fire containment level is to isolate the fire from any potential fuel sources and to create a safe buffer zone to prevent further spreading of the flame. Gardening hoses and sprinklers are commonly used to contain the fire before more aggressive measures, like using an extinguisher, can be applied. To achieve gray fire containment level, workers must establish a fuel-free boundary around the fire and double-check the area for any combustible materials. Fire suppression personnel must cover the building walls adjacent to the fire to prevent the spread of the flame and protect property. Fire personnel will use firefighting foam to lower the surrounding temperature near the fire so that it can be effectively extinguished. Covering the walls is also important because it prevents the fire from stealing oxygen from other parts of the building. Firefighters must pay particular attention to any small openings where the flame could leak and may need to be sealed off to secure gray fire containment level. Fire teams will also monitor the surrounding air density to ensure the fire does not escape through a hidden gap in the building. Working together, fire teams can then put out the fire to reach the gray containment level for the safety of the people and property involved. Gray fire containment level means that the fire is not completely extinguished, but is successfully contained and managed to prevent it from further damaging the buildings or injuring people. Fire teams use various firefighting tools and strategies to contain the fire and keep it from spreading throughout the building. By isolating the fire and cutting off possible fuel sources, fire teams can effectively manage the fire and protect the property and people from additional harm. Additionally, the fire teams take measures to create a barrier and secure the fire, preventing it from jumping to other parts of the building. Firefighters must wear protective clothing and equipment to keep themselves safe from the intense heat of the fire. They also need to use safety gear, such as a face mask, to prevent the smoke and fumes from entering their lungs. Fire hoses and industrial tools are necessary for controlling the fire, and firefighters must continually adjust the water pressure to make sure the fire is effectively contained. An experienced fire suppression team is crucial to achieving gray fire containment level. The team must be familiar with the building and its structure, as well as the layout of the surroundings for effective firefighting. Each fire team member needs to be experienced and well-trained in the art of fire suppression, so that they can efficiently manage the fire and achieve the gray fire containment level. Fire suppression teams must also have the right type of equipment and firefighting tools. Firefighters must be able to assess the situation to determine which type of fire suppression system is most suitable for the given scenario. Having the right tools can mean the difference between success and failure in achieving the gray fire containment level. After the fire is successfully contained, the firefighters need to check for any potential sparks or embers that may have escaped and reignite the fire. They must also check the property and equipment for any smoke damage that may have happened during the process.